Hey guys, it's Elliot Splash with F1 2015 Modded Career Mode, and we're at the Japanese Grand Prix. I've just uploaded yesterday an F1 2015 game trailer breakdown, so if you haven't seen that already, go check that out guys. But as I said, we're at Suzuka. It's going to be quite a difficult race, I think. It's a very demanding circuit with a lot of tight and very difficult corners. I don't know, I used to be absolutely brilliant at Suzuka on other games like Gran Turismo and Forza and things like that. But when it comes to F1, I'm crap. Literally, there is no other word for it. I am crap at racing this track. I probably am going to be lapping around about 5 seconds slower than the top cars. And that's just purely... I can't race it in an F1 car. I'm always taking GT3 lines, or I'm just so used to this racetrack being a GT3 track and a Le Mans track. But anyway, we're going to go to grid now for the Japanese Grand Prix. And let's just hope for a good race. As I said, it's going to be extremely difficult. And guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button if you enjoyed this video, and do subscribe if you haven't. But anyway, waiting for the loading. Come on. I mean, I can't wait for F1 2015, to be honest. I am getting extremely bored of 2014, and from what we've seen in the trailer, it is looking quite good. But anyway, we're starting at the back of the grid as per usual, 20th place, and that's what's going to make it extremely difficult to make any places. So we're waiting for the lights to go out now for the Japanese Grand Prix, and it's lights out, away we go, and it looks like we've had a dreadful start. Doesn't make a difference though, because we're in last anyway, so meh. But anyway, we're going to try and take it nice and easy through the first corner. The AI are a little bit glitchy through this first corner, definitely. They do like to go wide a lot as I hit Button's rear end there. And now we're going to try and overtake the Marussias coming into the second corner. Looks like we might go around the outside of, I think that's Will Stevens there. Somebody's lost a bit of their front wing. I saw carbon fibre flying off in the back of the picture. And now we're going to try and overtake the other Marussia and maybe the Sauber as well. And will we get the move done? That was very tight. Yeah, it looks like we've got the move done, but we've lost the rear end, went extremely wide, and that's handed the positions back. So we're back down to 18th place, because I think we just about hold on to the place from the Sauber. So we're in 18th, and once again losing the rear end. It just keeps on snapping out at me, and I'm not exactly being heavy with the throttle either. I'm actually being quite cautious with the throttle, and I'm still losing the back end. This is going to be an extremely difficult race, but we're going to try and catch up to the Marussia now. We should be able to do that. I mean, come on, it's a Marussia. I'm in a Mercedes, for Christ's sake. And then we're going to try and overtake him. Looks like we've got the move done, but we've run extremely wide. I think I was making my own lines then. That's a new corner in Suzuka next year. Look for that one. But anyway, we didn't get that move done. We're still in 18th place, but we should be able to get in before 130R because we've got a higher top speed. So there we go, quite a simple overtake now, but we're around about 4 seconds down to the rest of the cars. We fell right off the pack of the grid, so it's going to be a couple of laps now where we're going to try and make up some time. I believe it's Jenson Button in front of us. Yes, it is. We're in 17th now though, and we're starting lap 2. And it's going to... how far back are we? About 3 seconds, let's say. But this is where I'll gain my time. As you can see there, I'm just about to say it, the AI are ridiculous around that corner. They've definitely got a glitch. Once an AI car tries an overtake in the first corner after the DRS, one car or two cars end up going off the track and going wide and losing around about 5 seconds. Losing the back end again in lap 2, we're up to 16th place. Grosjean is the next car in front. Robert Merry was trying to overtake me there, a little bit ballsy from him. And we got a corner cut, I don't know why, only dipped one wheel over the side. But anyway, it's lap 7, nothing really happened, we're still behind Grosjean, but now we're going to try and overtake him, coming... Oh, 2 people have gone off. Who was that? Button and Raikkonen. And it's showing you there, that's where I'm making all my positions. I'm not actually overtaking cars myself, I don't need to. They're all just going wide anyway, so... Yeah, we're going to be coming into the pits around about lap 8, lap 9 I believe. These tyres are extremely worn. So, lap 8, we've got Raikkonen trying to overtake us. Backed out a bit though. I mean, Ferrari has got a good top speed, so it does have a chance to overtake me in the straights. However, it's time for the pit stop, and let's try and get in without spinning the tyres too much, because it has been very tentative on the throttle. It's been extremely difficult to stop the car from oversteering out of a corner and spinning me out. But yeah, it's been quite interesting. I haven't been making up many positions, but it's been challenging, shall we say. A little bit boring, but it definitely was challenging for trying to pick up my pace and try and learn this track as an F1 driver. I'm still not there yet, but I'm getting there. I'm picking up my pace bit by bit when I learn the circuit. I mean, but then again though, I go to Russia, and I'm first time I ever race there, and I'm setting the fastest laps of the race. But then again, that could be because the AI aren't tuned into that racetrack yet. Anyway, lap 10, just about overtaking Raikkonen as he came out the pits. We're now up to 14th place. Looks like Kvyat's gone wide and he's going extremely slow. But there was no overtaking opportunity there, so we backed down a little bit. And this is where I lose a lot of time coming around these next two corners. I always miss the camber and the curb of the corner. I miss the apex. And then here, I just don't have enough traction to keep up with the AI. And that is a real big issue. And you can see the car just wants to snap oversteer constantly. But now it's lap 14, we're still in 14th, and we're going to try and overtake Kvyat. Oh, almost lost it. Thank God Kvyat was there, otherwise I was going to be straight into the barrier. I hope I didn't knock him off and damage him, but yeah, that was a little bit weird. Maybe there was a crosswind or something. Anyway, in lap 17 I should be going into the pits, but these tyres feel alright, because if I can make these tyres last for another 2 laps, I should be able to go on primes for the last stint of the race instead of options, sorry, as we try and overtake Sainz Jr. and we've got the move done into the first corner. We're now up to P8, point scoring position, but we've still got a pit, so we're going to drop down the order once more, but hopefully all the AI need to put on prime tyres and we can put on options. That might help us. Lap 19, we're definitely coming into the pits now. The tyres are starting to go off, especially the front left. So we need to get these changed, and we're definitely going on to a set of option tyres. I think I can make these tyres last 8 laps. Hopefully, anyway. They might just be going off around the last lap. But I'm going to try and make some positions up. I'm going to drop down to probably around about 12th, 13th now. And yeah, I'm going to see what I can do with what I've got. I mean, I haven't got raw pace around this circuit. It's the car, it's not me. It's definitely been nice to me, this car. It's just been an extremely difficult race, I guess. I always say, oh, Raikkonen was trying to overtake coming through the first corner as Maldonado came out the pit. Didn't go very well. Lap 21, I believe all the AI cars now have pitted, but I'm not too sure. There might be 1 or 2 that still need to pit. I believe there's a couple of cars just come out the pit lane there in front of us as Maldonado sets the fastest lap. And there we go, another car off wide on the first corner. So I'm now up to P11, and I've got the 2 Lotuses in front of me of Maldonado and Grosjean. Lap 23, we've got DRS. Looks like we're going to try and close up to the Lotuses, and we've set the fastest lap of the race. Nice. So I've definitely got some pace. I'm definitely learning this circuit. Now we're going to try and overtake Maldonado. There's not really an overtaking opportunity. He was too far in the corner for me to try and do an outside manoeuvre. So we're just going to hold back a little bit and get him into probably the 2nd or 3rd sector. Those are the times where I can probably overtake best. I've got more opportunity and more room to do so. But P11, I will be happy with a point. I'm in 10th place. But this is actually quite realistic, I'd guess. As you can probably hear my chair squeaking in the background. Excuse me, coughing. It's going to be quite realistic because we're going to try and overtake Maldonado into the hairpin. Ooh, just about got the move done. Now, next up, Grosjean. I think we can take Grosjean. He is quite close. He's only around about 2.5 in front. Got a proper tickle in my throat. But, yeah, I'm definitely learning this track a lot. But when it gets to the second half of the season in the Formula 1 calendar, it is extremely difficult as we try and overtake Grosjean coming into the last chicane. It looks like we've just about got the move done, and there's only 3 laps to go now. I don't think we'll be able to catch up Perez. He's around about 4 seconds in front. So that's going to be probably a little bit difficult. as Lewis Hamilton in the end wins the Japanese Grand Prix. It looks like we're going to come home in a 9th place. 2 points, quite decent considering how we started off this race. But yeah, I mean this is actually, when it gets to the second half of the season, this is where I struggle, because I used to, it's quite stupid really, I used to only play half of the season. I'd get bored of playing the game, so I'd play constantly. So, like Australia, Bahrain, China, Spain, Monaco, Silverstone, I used to have loads of practice on, but these last few races of the season, never really practice on as we come 9th. I went to say we were going to win the Japanese Grand Prix, there was definitely no chance of that. But we came 9th, this is a solid 2 points, and yeah, that's one difficult race out the way, I think. I'm not sure what's left in the calendar. I know we've got Russia next, then I think it's America, then we've got Brazil, and then we've got Abu Dhabi for the final race of the season. And I've had a few ideas for the final race of the season, because that will be coming up a little bit later, and we're going to be doing a short season as well afterwards, because F1 2015 has been delayed a month. So I'll be doing another short F1 season, probably one like 7 races or something, and we're going to be doing like a Marussia or something saft. But yeah, tell me in the comments down below. I've had an idea for the last race of the season, having 100% live commentary, and I might also stream it as well. I could also upload the full recording of the whole race. That'd take a while though. Or I could just do it as normal, 50% race, highlights, commentary over the top. Tell me what you think in the comments down below if you think that's a good idea or what your opinions are on the matter. But this has been Elliot Splash. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one, guys. See you in the next